Beep beep, what is up ninjas? My name is Semrold and today I'm here to present to you guys Bounce Revolution, the ultimate future bounce tool out there right now. This is going to be a Serum sound bank, a Sylenth1 sound bank, sample pack, as well as 3 project files for Ableton, 3 for FL Studio, and an exclusive tutorial for you guys with JSCar. Now, pretty much today we're going to be looking at the presets as well as some of the samples so you guys can see and make an informed decision if this pack is for you. But without a doubt, I believe this is one of the best future bounce resources out there for people looking to get into future bounce or people making future bounce right now that want some new sounds to play with, because the goal with this pack was to give you guys the sound of today as well as the sound of the future, which means there are a couple of unique sounds in here that you can make your very own, you know, to kind of name your style. So with that being said, let's get straight into this. Now, while making this pack, one of the things that I really wanted to do was bring someone on board that knew future bounce. And one of the guys that really stood out to me was JSCar. Now, this is a JSCar baseline. I called it Escort Me Out. So, Escort, Escort Me Out. And it's one of my favorite ones from this pack because it gives you guys the sound of JSCar, which many people love and try to replicate. I think JSCar is on the way to the top. I think he's my favorite future bounce producer at this moment. But this sound is going to sound like this. Now, the cool thing about every sound is that there's going to be some modules which you can play with to kind of change it up a bit. So this is going to be one of my favorite bass lines for the future bounce genre. Now, if we keep going, we're also going to have some dirty ones like Kirby, because Kirby, I consider him future bounce. There are going to be some experimental ones in this pack. We're also going to have, again, the sounds of today, which, as you guys know, is going to be stuff like the original Mesto bass that everyone loves. So we're going to have that, as well as, again, some very unique ones that open up the possibilities for those of you guys that are willing to kind of use them. For instance, I think one of the ones is Get Destroyed. We can make it less feel. And then you can unkirby it, because that's the style of Kirby. So you guys can see there's a lot of freedom with the presets. Each preset's going to have at least 3 sounds you can get out of it. So you can think of it as a 300 preset pack in a way. Now, with that being said, guys, the leads are also going to be the center of attention here, because in future bounce, we have the standard anthemic lead. Now, one of the things that we need to understand when designing leads, guys, is that you have a mono layer and a stereo layer. For instance, here, this mod gets rid of this stereo layer, so you can't really hear it anymore, and you only have this guy, which is our mono layer. Now, we want the stereo layer, and a lot of these sounds were made this way from a mixing standpoint of view, because a lot of times when you have a lead that only sounds fully stereo, a lot of people use it and then they hear it in mono and the lead doesn't sound the same. So with a lot of these sounds, if it doesn't say stereo layer, a lot of them were created so that they're going to stand strong in the mono signal as well. And as well as pluck it up. You know, because as you guys know, future bounce has the generic kind of sustain lead as well as the pluck leads. Now, another one of my favorite here is going to be the Cherryland lead. It's a very nice one. Let's apply mono to it and a little bit of slide here. You know, let's add tone effect. Get some very experimental stuff with these. As you guys can see, you can make various different sounds with the modules here. Let's keep going, guys. Another one of my favorites are the clean chords, which, as you guys know, Mesto and fucking Martin Garrix use it a lot. So you're gonna have those kind of sounds there. And I think the last one I want to show you guys is Lead Elote. Put FMO to get more of a Mike Williams vibe. And we can even do octave higher. Phase. So that's one of my favorite leads right now at the moment in this pack. Another one I would like to say is to Take a Chance on Me, which is the Mesto one that you guys know. I don't know the melody by heart, but you know, this is gonna be the nice sound. You can add punch to it. if you want to do that. Sine wave. Get a more like of a higher lead on it, more mid. So you can get various sounds out of it. And I think the last one here that I want to show is actually going to be the Sen one, Sen Magic. You can add like this nice little kind of sound to it. You know, and here you control the speed on that. So this one is one of those unique leads we have in here. We have a couple more, but I'm going to let you guys figure those out and check them out. We're going to have pads and plugs as well, guys, so make sure to check it out. It's going to be, again, one of the more ultimate packs. We also have JS Scarbells, which are going to sound like this. So that's how we're going to be there. Now, there's also going to be the Sylenth1 Pack. And again, I'm going to let you guys delve into those and adventure into those when you guys get the pack. But those are going to be some of the presets there. Now, in the sample pack, we're going to have everything needed to make standard, you know, future bounds. We're going to have claps. They're all going to be 909 oriented because Future Bounce revolves around a lot of 909 style of drums. We're also going to have some nice kicks. And with all these samples, again, we asked Jay Escar to make sure, oh, okay, can you use this for Future Bounce? Because we don't want to put a kick in there and it's more for big room or progressive house. We want it to be specifically for Future Bounce. And he gave us the okay on most of these kicks. So they're all going to be ready to use right out of the box there, guys. We're going to have open hat, snares, and toms as well. The toms are a little bit nasty, but I'm sure you guys can find a way to use them. Got a little bit experimental with those with the Isotope Ozone Trash, but hopefully you guys can find use for them. We're also going to have short fills. I think my favorite one is the last one. It really helps in kind of going... So we have long ones, which is going to be a total of 20. We're also going to have effects, which are going to be the drop noise that you guys love, that you need for your drops. Impacts around 20, uplifters around 20 as well, each one in a different key so you guys can use them. White noise down, we're going to have 20, and white noise up, we're going to have 20. We really wanted to go far with that. But anyways, guys, that's going to be the pack. It's going to come with Ableton and FL project files. And again, if you want to check those out, make sure you go to evilsounds.com, go to the Future Bounce page, and go below the overview. And that's where you're going to find the Ableton project files and FL Studio project files. See if they're good enough for you. And if you think it's worth the investment, then you know where to get it. With that being said, guys, your support is always appreciated here. You guys keep this channel going. And I hope that we can go 20 years teaching people how to make the music that they love in a simple way, as well as providing some of the best sounds in the sound design industry. With that being said, guys, I hope you guys have an amazing day. Thank you guys so much for your support on everything, and I'll see you guys in a couple of days with some new tutorials.